live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Southern Michigan Bank and Trust President and CEO John Waldron with Vice President Bobby Rozak. For Jackson County Museum Day, from Ye Old Carriage Shop, Judy Ganton. From Cherry Creek Cellars, Patrick Spensley and Kirsty Lichty. From the 1st Michigan Infantry, Company B and the Jackson Grays, Jay Ford and Kim Horning. And from the City of Jackson Recreation Department, Julie Weisbrod with from AARP Michigan, Kathy Moore. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David, and good afternoon, everyone. And welcome to the show. Great to have you with us as we start a week together on this 6th of May, and 66 degrees right now in Jackson. Our high today, 70, with beautiful afternoon of some sun, some clouds. Tonight, 46 with clouds. Tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, then an increasing chance of showers in the afternoon. It's pretty certain we're going to get rain tomorrow afternoon. 90% chance, and we'll see strong winds, gusting as high as 23 miles an hour, and maybe some thunderstorms. Those showers and thunderstorms will continue into Tuesday night. By Wednesday, we'll see the cold front move through and crisper temperatures in the 60s with sunshine. Thursday, showers back in the afternoon, 63. A bit cooler on Friday with showers again, 62. And for Mother's Day weekend, a chance of showers both days, 64 on Saturday and 66 on Sunday. And there you have it, our weather. Thank you, Kelly Express. Great deals at Kelly Express on, snap pickles. 2 for $3. There's a healthy snack for the kids. Goldberg's chocolate, 4 for $1. And the pizza special, a large supreme pizza for $17.99. And you can get it loaded up with your favorite flavors, and available at South Street, Jefferson Road, Napoleon, Grass Lake, and County Farm Road. Thank you, Kelly Express. Let's look outside. We've got the sky cam looking down on Jackson as we look northwest, and construction underway. New apartment building on the corner of Blackstone and Glick. They're making great progress on both this and the Greenwood Place apartment building. They expect, it's hard to believe looking at them now, people will be living in both places by the end of this year. Now, the 6th of May, we missed Cinco de Mayo. Missed that. What else do we miss? May the 4th be with you. We missed that. But today, we're not going to miss Grass Lake Walks happening at 6:55. Actually, the walk begins at 7. They'd like you there at 6:55. Join the Grass Lake community on a healthy walk, meeting at the Grass Lake Willis Road Field Complex, park at the basketball courts, and you'll do a mile together. There's the yoga at Carnegie today, 3 till 4 at the Carnegie branch of the library. And there's a surgical technology information session tonight. It's virtual, 6 p.m. for Jackson College. Visit jccmi.edu and join the virtual discussion if you're interested in surgical technology as Jackson College summer registration continues. Classes begin next week. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Today is Great Lakes Awareness Day. We're aware. It is International No Diet Day. Don't pay attention to your diet today. Eat whatever you want. Melanoma Monday, a reminder that the sun season brings with it risk. Make sure you use the SPF, 70, 80?
Good number, yeah.
National Crepe Suzette Day, and that's a crepe that's just covered in caramel, basically. National Nurses Day, we salute all nurses, and we congratulate the newly minted nurses who graduated over the weekend at both Spring Arbor University and Jackson College. National No Homework Day, so kids, tell your teachers if they gave you homework, you're not going to do it. And it's Tourist Appreciation Day, and we appreciate all those who visit our great community. On this day in 2004, the final episode of Friends aired, and it was called, what was it called? The Last One. Over 52 million people watched it, one of the top 10 highest rated shows ever. The Channel Tunnel opened in 1994, linking the United Kingdom and France under the English Channel. How long is that tunnel, Brandon? How many? I'll give you a hint. It's miles. Miles.
10 miles?
30.
30? Wow, that's a big
31, actually.
Okay.
In, speaking of Britain, 1954, Roger Bannister became the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes. And I think number 2 was Noah Baker.
Yeah, I like to see that.
The current record is 3 minutes, 43.13 seconds. 1937, the Hindenburg exploded. Oh, the humanity it was. The end of the era of the hydrogen balloons, the Zeppelin era, ended when 35 lives were lost in the crash, and it was captured by newsreel filmmakers, and I think we've all seen it. In 2002, on this very day, Spider-Man became the first movie to get to $100 million literally overnight, the first weekend. In 1921, on May 5th, and the date is important and significant, 5/5/2021, it was the introduction of the perfume. Guess which perfume? 1921. Chanel number 5.
Yeah.
Coco Chanel, her favorite number was 5, and that's why it was named number 5, and not because Chanel number 1, 2, 3, and 4 didn't smell good. It was the first, and it became the most successful perfume ever. And I think you're wearing that right now, aren't you?
That was a long shot guess. I had no clue it was Chanel, but
Excellent
I'll take
job.
credit for it, though.
Excellent job, Brandon.
Yeah, I know my
Embarrassed,
perfume.
now acting embarrassed at knowing his
I smell good, though, with my Chanel.
perfume and designer history. And on this day in 1978, this happened in my hometown of Burlington, Vermont. Residents lined up outside a converted gasoline station that had been built in 1950, and I think it was a Sunoco actually, went out of business. And these two guys from New York, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, opened up this shop, and it sold soups, pottery, they were hippies, and ice cream. And this building right behind it where it says Desautel's Real Estate, that building is the home of New England Hospital Supply Company, and my dad was the manager of that in that very building
Oh, wow.
when Ben & Jerry's opened on this very day. And they had parked, they had a VW bus that they parked in this lot, I think for 2 summers before they actually opened the brick and mortar. And they sold ice cream out of their van. And I remember going there. And it was, who knew? There's 2 guys, were buying ice cream made in someone's kitchen out of a van. And we loved it. The very first flavor of Ben & Jerry's was
I have no clue on this one.
vanilla.
Really? First flavor, huh?
The very first flavor, vanilla. They didn't know they were going to become a juggernaut, but they became a huge, as you all know. Ben & Jerry don't own the company anymore. But in this building, it's not that anymore either. But I remember we went there, and it was next to Carver's great soup, cheddar cheese soup, but yeah, it was amazing. The most popular ice cream flavor since then, to this day, every year it sells more than any other flavor. The number one Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor is, Brandon?
I don't know. I like Chunky Monkey, but it's probably not that.
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Of course.
Yep,
Yeah.
number one. That's all that happened on this day in history. I'd like to salute our sponsor of the day, Ace Roofing. Thank you, Ace Roofing, for sponsoring community programming here on JTV. Bill Powell and his family and his crew do an incredible job with roofing. Somebody's going to ask you, hey, I need my roof fixed. I need a new roof. Who should I call? Ace Roofing. Ace. Think of them for everything that comes to anything to do with your roof, repairs or a new roof. They can take care of it. Well, it's spring cleanup season, and the city of Jackson is holding an event to help residents tidy up their properties this spring. It's happening this Saturday, City Cleanup Day, from 8 to noon at the Department of Public Works Operations Center, a building that you can't see. It's hidden back on Water Street, a beautiful building. It looks like a convention center. It's unbelievable, but this is where they're going to collect your trash, and it's for City of Jackson residents only, and they will take all household waste, even yard waste, but what they won't take is kitchen garbage. I can't blame them. Batteries, tires, paint, liquid waste, appliances that contain or have contained Freon, hazardous wastes, electronics, and motor oil, none of that stuff. And that's all the stuff that I know you want to get rid of, but don't bring it. You get lined up, and staff will be going through your bags to make sure they don't contain the prohibited items. Congratulations to the class of 2024. The graduation season has begun with graduation ceremonies at our area colleges. Jackson College had so many students graduating that they had to have two commencement ceremonies, and the commencement address delivered by Distinguished Service Award winner Daniel J. Mahoney, also the mayor of Jackson. So they had a graduation ceremony in the morning and again in the afternoon, and they repeated all the pomp and circumstance for both sets of graduates. Congratulations to all members of the class of 2024. If you'd like to see either or both of the graduation ceremonies, JTV was there. We provided a live stream, so family members and friends around the world could see it live, but you can also watch it on demand. Visit jtv.tv or jccmi.edu, and congratulations to the class of 2024. We have, of course, high school graduations coming up over the next several weeks. Big prom night on Friday and Saturday night, in addition to all the other community activities. On Friday night, Jackson College recognized outstanding alumni and service award winners with the Night of Honors. And the honorees included Emily Garcia Hoffman with the Captain Zenith A. Pond Emerging Alumni Award. This young man, outstanding student, receiving the George Potter Award for outstanding student. Braden Pearson came to Jackson College to play basketball and then tore his ACL, and found that Jackson College provided him with all kinds of opportunities besides basketball. Sam Barnes receiving the 2024 Distinguished Service Award after a long career here in our community and a long term of service on the Board of Trustees. Sam is now president of an engineering firm in Cleveland. The Dr. Ethelene Jones Crockett Distinguished Alumni Award presented to Mayor Daniel Mahoney, class of 22 at Jackson College. He graduated JC after attending EMU, and the award being presented by Donna, Donna Lake there on the left, is to Martha Petrie, the 2024 Distinguished Service Award. Martha was a longtime professor at Jackson College, professor of dance, I think she was.
She was my creative writing teacher back when I was at Jackson College.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Martha. She's a
Wow.
great teacher.
She was Matt Hines' writing teacher, and Matt Hines went on to become police chief in the city of Jackson. He told Martha, "Cops don't need to write." And Martha said, "Yes, they do." And she taught him writing. And who upstairs?
Ben.
Ben.
That was Ben's teacher as
Ben
well.
Tripp also had Martha Petrie as a teacher. She had over 12,000 students.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And there's President Dr. Daniel Phelan with the closing remarks at Friday night's event. You can see more photos from the awards evening at jtv.tv. Also on Friday night, across town from Jackson College at Spring Arbor University, it was evening at the Arbor. Chance for the university to celebrate accomplishments of the university community, including students, faculty, and staff. And Doug Wilcoxon, Vice President, giving remarks. You saw Andy and Joey Hawley there with Jeremy Patterson, a proud alum of SAU. Attendees enjoyed a wonderful dinner and hors d'oeuvres, and they got to see hands-on. The students demonstrate some of the work that they've done in the classrooms and labs over the past year at Spring Arbor and the McDonald Fieldhouse. There's Tim Wahlberg getting a piece of business from President Brent Ellis. I wonder what he's telling him.
Oh, no. It's a deep conversation.
Yeah. So it was several hundred people in attendance at the McDonald Athletic Center on the campus of Spring Arbor University. More photos from JTV's Jeff Steers of an evening at the Arbor online at jtv.tv. The Kentucky Derby, did your horse win?
I did not. I
By
didn't.
a
But
nostril. By a
photo.
nostril. It was
Yeah, photo
amazing.
finish.
It took him like 15 minutes to look at the.
Mm-hmm.
They had to wait for the guy in the dark room to develop the negatives. And the same thing happened at the NASCAR race yesterday. It was the tightest margin. It was like a 2,000th of a second in victory. Tightest NASCAR race ever, and one of the tightest Kentucky Derby races ever. Many photo finishes over the year, but on Saturday it was May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, and it was also Free Comic Book Day. And JTV's Noah Baker celebrated Free Comic Book Day as both a customer and a dog-loving producer. Free Comic Day is a national promotion in which every year, it's always the first Saturday in May, the comic book publishing industry and local comic book shops come together to share the cost of 40 or so special comic book releases and offer them to the public free of charge, just like it's billed Free Comic Book Day. Everyone in the door on Saturday, kids, adults, dogs, receive 3 free comics. Celebrated for over 20 years now, Free Comic Book Day has grown to become the comic book industry's national holiday, and it's the national holiday at Nostalgia Inc., Jackson's comic book store. If you missed out on the fun on Saturday, you can stop into Nostalgia Inc. this week anyway. Any remaining free Comic Book Day titles that weren't snatched up will be available still for free while supplies last. So if you missed Free Comic Book Day, don't despair. Free Comic Book Day continues this week while supplies last. Downtown Jackson's Nostalgia Inc. on Mechanic Street near Jackson Coffee Company. Today's show, featuring water in the CMB Green Room by Tri-County Water in the County National Bank Green Room with great water, local service, proudly serving Mid-Michigan and West Michigan since 1966. Everyone is loving the water. Thank you. Tri-County. Well, as we start the week, we've got some great guests lined up. And first up, hanging out right now, getting ready with exciting news from Southern Michigan Bank and Trust is President and CEO John Waldron, there on the right, and Bobby Rozek, who is joining Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. We will preview Jackson County Free Museum Day, which is this Saturday, with Judy Ganton from Ye Olde Carriage Shop. From Cherry Creek Cellars, Patrick Spensley and Kirsty Lichty. The 1st Michigan Infantry Company B is getting ready to honor an anniversary of a very important monument we have in our community. Jay Ford and Kim Horning will be here from the 1st Michigan Infantry Company B. And we'll get you out in the parks walking this summer with Julie Weisbrod and Kathy Moore, Julie from the City Rec Department and Kathy Moore from AARP Michigan. We'll have details on their partnership coming up today. All this and more. Great to have you with us. And we get started with John and Bobby right after this.